So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident, but I broke my back.
There's not a fucking chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive.
Hey, I heard some wild stuff about Joe Rogan and Jake Paul. So apparently there are rumors floating around that Joe Rogan totally called out Jake Paul for faking an injury. People are saying Rogan didn't hold back and pretty much destroyed Paul with his comments. You know how Jake Paul is always in the news for something or other, right? Well, this time it's about an injury that some folks believe he faked to get out of a fight or something. Rogan, being the no-nonsense guy he is, supposedly went off about it on his podcast. He's got a huge platform, so when he says something, it spreads like wildfire. Fans are divided, of course. Some are backing Jake Paul, saying he wouldn't fake an injury, while others are cheering Rogan on. What do you think? Do you think Jake Paul would actually fake an injury? Let's dig into the details. But remember, these are just rumors. No evidence found yet regarding this issue. So the whole situation between Joe Rogan and Jake Paul has been escalating. Rogan's comments seem to have really struck a chord, and it's all anyone in the fight community can talk about. Jake Paul, known for his controversial personality and bold claims, Rogan's words carry a lot of weight in the combat sports world. His podcast reaches millions, and his opinion is respected by fighters and fans alike. Fighters are expected to uphold a certain level of integrity, and if someone is perceived to be dodging fights under false pretenses, it undermines the whole sport.
You come in here, I'm pushing you.
And what happens if I get injured?
You ain't getting injured.
Bro, you don't know that.
I don't give a.
It's 1 second away from injury.
He's basically said, if I wasn't a YouTube kid and I was just a young boxing prospect beating all of these people, everyone would be like, what the f***? This kid can punch, like he can knock people out. This is going to be a world champion. But for some reason, they just say, oh, it's fake. Fights are rigged. This is, and I even see people say, oh, Jake is paying Joe Rogan to say this. And like, to me, like it just gone. There was a slippery slope of like disbelief and people just discrediting everything that I have worked for in this sport. And the slope is so much more slippery now, and there's really no coming back.
So Joe Rogan, who's this super knowledgeable guy about martial arts and fighting, recently warned Jake Paul that trying to take on Mike Tyson would be a bad idea. Rogan's got tons of experience and knows what he's talking about, so his opinion carries weight. Jake Paul, the YouTube star turned boxer, has been making headlines by fighting and winning against other influencers and even some former athletes. But here's the thing, Mike Tyson isn't just any boxer. He's a legend. Even though Tyson is older now, he's still got that killer instinct and raw power. Rogan's basically saying, hey Jake, you've been doing well so far, but Tyson is on a whole different level. It's like if you were good at playing basketball with your friends and then decided to challenge LeBron James. The skill gap is enormous. In simple terms, Rogan's warning is about recognizing your limits and respecting the craft of boxing. Tyson's experience, power, and sheer presence in the ring are things Jake might not be ready to handle, despite his recent success. It's a friendly reminder to stay humble and understand the huge challenge ahead. Joe Rogan's warning to Jake Paul about facing Mike Tyson goes beyond just a casual piece of advice. Rogan understands the nuances of fighting and the psychology of fighters. He knows that Mike Tyson isn't just a name, he's a force of nature in the boxing world. In essence, Rogan's warning is about respecting the sport and understanding that there's a vast difference between beating other celebrities and standing toe-to-toe with a boxing legend. It's a reminder that in boxing, experience and raw talent can often outweigh youth and bravado. Joe's advice is coming from a place of deep respect for the sport and genuine concern for Jake's well-being.
There's not a fucking chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watch that fight?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight, because that was Mike Tyson before he won the title. It was ABC Wide World of Sports, and Joe Frazier had been talking shit about Tyson, that he was in his prime, he would beat Tyson, and so he had his son fight Tyson, and it was an execution. It was an execution.
Was that the one in Atlantic City where it lasted one round?
One round.
Joe Rogan's respect and admiration for Mike Tyson run deep, and it's something he's expressed many times on his podcast and in various interviews. Let's delve into why Rogan holds Tyson in such high regard. Tyson's career, particularly in the late 80s and early 90s, was nothing short of spectacular. He became the youngest heavyweight champion at just 20 years old, which is a record that still stands. His explosive power, speed, and ferocity in the ring set him apart from other fighters. Rogan, being a combat sports enthusiast, appreciates the level of skill and dedication required to achieve what Tyson did. Rogan often talks about Tyson's natural athleticism combined with his rigorous training regimen. Tyson's peekaboo style, taught by his legendary trainer Cus D'Amato, revolutionized his fighting technique. Rogan respects the technical prowess and discipline that Tyson demonstrated, which made him a fearsome opponent. Tyson's mental strength and the psychological warfare he waged against his opponents are aspects Rogan deeply admires. Tyson was known for his intimidating presence and mind games, which often left his opponents defeated before the fight even began. Rogan sees this mental aspect as a crucial element of Tyson's dominance. Rogan has also expressed admiration for Tyson's journey outside the ring. Tyson's life has been a roller coaster, with legal issues, personal struggles, and financial troubles. However, his ability to turn his life around, finding peace, and reinventing himself as a more reflective and philosophical individual resonates with Rogan. It's a testament to Tyson's resilience and ability to grow from his experiences. Beyond the ring, Tyson has had a significant impact on popular culture. His persona, both feared and revered, transcended boxing. Rogan respects how Tyson became an icon, influencing generations of fighters and fans alike. His story is not just about boxing, but about overcoming adversity, which Rogan finds inspiring.
Bro, he's in savage mode right now. He's in savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be my
Oh,
pants.
bro, if I'm fighting this guy and I see he's eating raw meat, I call the off.
It's all the experiences that he has had as a conqueror. You have to take those into consideration. When a man has smashed men before, just smashed men, like when no one can stand in front of him, that is in his mind still. That's in there. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up.
Yeah.
And I think he's got it open. The question is, can his body move along with it? But that part of his mind, like you're clearly seeing, he's terrifying when he's in the zone.
Rogan has had the chance to interact with Tyson personally, having him on his podcast. These encounters have given Rogan a first-hand look at Tyson's character, intelligence, and charisma. Facing a legend like Mike Tyson is a monumental challenge, but Paul is using this as a driving force to push his training to new heights. Here's a deeper look at how Jake Paul is gearing up for this potential showdown. Jake Paul is leaving no stone unturned in his preparation. His training involves a combination of strength and conditioning, technical boxing drills, and sparring with high-level opponents. Paul's goal is to ensure that his body is in peak physical condition to withstand the power and endurance required to go toe-to-toe with Tyson. He's focusing on building explosive power, improving his speed, and enhancing his stamina to keep up with Tyson's aggressive style. Paul understands that raw power alone won't be enough to beat someone of Tyson's caliber. He's working with top trainers to refine his technique, focusing on footwork, head movement, and defensive strategies. By honing these skills, Paul aims to minimize Tyson's opportunities to land his devastating punches. Learning to anticipate and counter Tyson's moves is a crucial part of his strategy. Facing a legend like Mike Tyson is as much a mental challenge as it is a physical one. Jake Paul is investing in mental conditioning, working with sports psychologists to build mental resilience and focus. He's practicing visualization techniques, imagining himself succeeding in the ring against Tyson. This mental preparation helps Paul build confidence and stay composed under pressure, which is essential when facing a psychologically intimidating opponent like Tyson. To simulate the experience of fighting Tyson, Paul is sparring with some of the best boxers available. These sessions are designed to replicate Tyson's speed, power, and aggression. By facing high-caliber opponents in training, Paul is exposing himself to the kind of intensity he will face in the ring, helping him to adapt and react effectively during the actual fight. Paul is also paying close attention to his nutrition, understanding that fueling his body properly is crucial for optimal performance. He's working with nutritionists to design a diet that supports muscle growth, recovery, and overall energy levels. This discipline ensures that he remains in top condition throughout his training camp and into the fight. With the intensity of his training, recovery becomes essential. Paul is utilizing advanced recovery techniques such as cryotherapy, massage therapy, and proper sleep hygiene to ensure his body can handle the rigorous training schedule. By prioritizing recovery, he minimizes the risk of injury and ensures that he can train consistently at a high level.
But I love Mike. I'm super respectful. It's an honor to be in the ring with him, but I have to end him.
Like you said, you got to end Mike?
Yeah, I got to.
You got to?
It's war, bro. All is fair in love and war. I love the guy, but as soon as it turned into a pro fight, one of us has to die.
all the stuff that he said about you, he was the most complimentary person of you and everything that you did.
Yeah.
And then now you guys are turning on each other like this.
No, I mean, I think all that still stands. He's a legend. Like I said, I love the guy. But at the end of the day, it's war, and sometimes you just have to go to war, put it all on the line, but I still have the utmost respect for him, and I think he can say the same about me and what I've done for the sport.
Choosing sides between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson in their hypothetical fight is a fascinating challenge, given both fighters' unique backgrounds, motivations, and training regimes. Let's delve into a detailed analysis of each fighter's strengths and potential strategies, and then I'll share my perspective on which side I might lean towards. Tyson's experience in the ring is unparalleled. He's fought and defeated some of the greatest boxers in history. His extensive knowledge of boxing techniques, strategies, and in-ring psychology gives him a significant advantage. He knows how to handle high-pressure situations and adapt to various fighting styles. Jake Paul's youth is an undeniable advantage. At 27, he has the physical edge in terms of speed, stamina, and recovery. His athleticism allows him to train rigorously and maintain a high level of performance throughout the fight. Tyson's knockout power is legendary. Even in his 50s, he has demonstrated that he can still deliver devastating punches. His aggressive style, characterized by his relentless pursuit of his opponent and powerful hooks, can overwhelm less experienced fighters. Paul's team is focused on developing a comprehensive strategy for the fight. They analyze Tyson's past fights, looking for patterns and weaknesses to exploit. This strategic approach helps Paul maximize his strengths and minimize his weaknesses. Tyson's presence in the ring is intimidating. He has a history of getting inside his opponent's heads, making them doubt their own abilities. This psychological edge can be crucial in a fight, especially against someone like Jake Paul, who thrives on confidence. Despite the odds, Paul's mental toughness is noteworthy. He's used to being underestimated and thrives on proving doubters wrong. His psychological preparation includes working with sports psychologists to build confidence and resilience. However, it's important to acknowledge that Jake Paul's youth, relentless training, and strategic approach make him a formidable opponent. His dedication to improving his skills and his mental resilience mean he shouldn't be written off. Paul's approach to training and preparation demonstrates a respect for the sport and a commitment to proving himself that could lead to an upset. In conclusion, while my inclination might be towards Mike Tyson due to his legendary status and proven track record, the unpredictability of boxing means anything can happen. Paul's determination and hard work could very well surprise us, making this hypothetical fight an exciting and unpredictable event.
I mentioned many details of this saga, but there's something else very huge that is happening in the wait for this fight. So check out this deep dive where I'll tell you other rumors that are buzzing in the boxing community. You will learn new shocking claims that are attracting people's attention. Click on the screen to watch the deep dive, and thanks for watching this video.